Hey there YouTube lovers, my name is BB8 from BB8's house, and today we are going to talk about a potential Super Mario Odyssey 2 that could be in the works at Nintendo at some point in the future. Well, before we get into the video, I did mention Super Mario Odyssey 2 in my Nintendo Switch Air video, so I knew I had to talk about this. Well, let's get into it, shall we? So for the plot, the game starts with a Mushroom Cap Kingdom ceremony at the Cap Kingdom, where the mayor of the Cap Kingdom is about to crown the Mushroom Kingdom and the Cap Kingdom close allies. But during the party, some strange hairstyles are spotted on top of the Odyssey, and it turns out to be the Koopalings are trying to steal the Odyssey for Bowser Jr.'s birthday. But the Broodals, aka Bowser Jr.'s former minions, who have taken Bowser into custody and argue over the Odyssey. The Broodals successfully steal the Odyssey, and Mario and Cappy team up once again to stop the bad guys. And this time, Luigi joins them along with Toppy, who is close friends with Cappy, who volunteers to join Luigi as a Cappy for him. So, Mario and Luigi start walking to the Metro Kingdom to get help. Luigi passes out when they arrive because how exhausted he was. Luigi wakes up with Mario and Pauline in front of him. So Pauline tells Mario and Luigi that she just opened the new Donk City Metro, which can take you to any kingdom except the Moon Kingdom, of course, because it will be impossible to get to the moon by train in the whole game. And Pauline performs a new song for the game, similar to Jump Up Superstar in the first game, to wave off Mario and Luigi. And then the race begins between Mario and Luigi against the Koopalings to get the Odyssey back. Meanwhile, at Madame Brood's mansion, Bowser is locked up in a cage and says, "I hope Junior and the Koopalings will be here for me soon." A few kingdoms later, Mario and Luigi arrive at Amur Kingdom, based on France. That Madame Brood has a master plan to get her ex-boyfriend, Lord Fennington, back so she can get Bowser payback for wasting her and the Broodals' time, as a reference to the first game where Mario interrupts the ceremony. But her plan involves the Odyssey because she needed to steal the Statue of Love. So you fight Madame Brood, but she gets away once you defeat her. Another few kingdoms later, they arrive at Fennington Mansion, but they notice the Koopalings just arrived and Lord Fennington took them into custody, except for Bowser Jr. You battle the Broodals, they escape the mansion with Madame Brood and Lord Fennington and take the Koopalings and Bowser with them. They go back to the Mushroom Kingdom to make a plan, and they notice Peach is missing, and it turns out that Peach was in the cage with Bowser the whole time. The Broodals, Madame Brood, and Lord Fennington all arrive at Bowser's Kingdom and start enslaving all of Bowser's minions in front of him. So Mario, Luigi, and Bowser Jr. arrive, but security breaks loose when you have to fight all 4 Broodals one by one. You defeat them all and make it to the final boss, known as the Super Brutaltron. Better than the giant robot from Super Mario Odyssey. The Broodals are defeated. Bowser, Peach, the Koopalings, are free, and Bowser Jr. apologized to Mario for stealing the Odyssey, and they carry on the ceremony from the beginning of the game. But Bowser Jr.'s birthday become a part of the ceremony with a huge gift all wrapped for Bowser Jr., which is a working replica of the Odyssey, just in Bowser Jr. colours. They carry on the ceremony, and the game ends with Isle Delfino and Rosalina's observatory coming to join in on the action. As the after credits, both locations are unlocked as post-game locations. While core gameplay of Super Mario Odyssey is still present within its sequel, there are some changes here, and they are made to expand upon the original. For one, Mario and Cappy are not the only playable characters. 2 more are playable, one being mandatory during intermissions, similar to Grand Theft Auto 5. Between beating certain kingdoms, Luigi and Bowser as unlockable in the post-game, making a total of 4 playable characters, as the main 2 heroes, Mario and Luigi, are only 2 characters that have their own specific weapons. So for the mini-games, like the first Mario Odyssey game, the sequel will have a variety of them. Similar to Bloom World from the first game, which was a hide-and-seek type game, players now have to find and hide different star coins from players, also giving them an option to trap players and making them waste their time inside of the traps, trying to get out. Wario and Waluigi run this mode as a public game from WarioWare. Ring of Rage, located within the Shimmer Kingdom and run by the mayor of Greenie Town. This mode revolves around the characters that fight against various enemies, increasing in speed and damage. At the end of the selected set is a scarier version of one of the bosses. Apocalypse, located in Ghost Town and is played during a zombie boo war, where Luigi has to survive the war by using his Poltergust 6000 to suck up the booze and break the zombies' jaws, and hitting them across the faces. This can be replayed on the minigame machine in the Odyssey, after transferring it to Professor Egad's hard drive. Now onto my favourite part of the video, the kingdoms. The kingdoms, these are the new kingdoms, even though I could imagine that the Metro Kingdom, the Cap Kingdom, the Sand Kingdom, a whole bunch of selected kingdoms would return from the first Odyssey game, but not all of them. So these are the new ones that didn't appear in the first Odyssey. Corrupted Kingdom, based on the south side of the European country of Portugal. This kingdom's one important church is set in a very small town. The only people to reside here are residentials, Shrimpos, as they very seem friendly to Mario and company. The church itself is a reference point to one of the challenges that the player will have to face if they choose to 100% the game. Waterfront Kingdom, based on the many ports of the European country of Italy, this kingdom's location is very popular in terms of money and food. But it's also home to an ancestry of 2 red and green heroes. One of the more famous museums within the kingdom is located within the location on the top of the slope. Here, this is where Mario and Luigi learn about their ancestry and how their history was ruined during the Cold War of 0016. Happy Dam Kingdom, home to familiar species that Mario and Luigi were given a boost by when they were little tots. Yoshi and his long-going family of dinosaurs live here, and once they hear about the news that Bowser got kidnapped, the long-term pal of Mario and brothers, his rainbow-coloured family, don't hesitate to join them in their cascade across the globe. Snake Shade Kingdom. Sarasaland is one of those places that lies in the equator, with one side being dry grasslands, cold mountains, and Samanthi Palace, and the other being located on the equator's middle part, being filled with sand, pyramids, and empty holes. Princess Daisy lives in Samanthi Castle, as she rules the kingdom with an iron fist and a sense of fun and hard work. She joins the convoy and decides that a break from the hot weather would be a good idea. Shimmer Kingdom, based off the European country of Ireland, this kingdom is well known for its amazing drinks, pub sets within the many villages and towns that reside in this town. However, something about it seems too quiet. Occasionally, there are some amazing fights between leprechauns within the pub that Mario and Luigi visit from time to time in order to fight there themselves. However, the main selection in the town includes a theatre called Mullifar Theatre for Fine Arts. This where things get a little strange, and they learn more about the history of this place and how it came to what it is today. Amur Kingdom, based on the European country of France, this kingdom is mostly known for being ancient, antique, called the Statue of Love. This is Bowser's main machine into getting Peach his affection and love so he can use her. However, this time he's got one thing coming to him, which is Lord Fennington. The residents of Crossies in this kingdom live in their name of being cross over the small things, which something that Mario should probably avoid. Marco Reno Kingdom, based on the bullfighting city of the European country of Spain. This kingdom is famous for its intense bullfights. Mario and Luigi get involved in a serious bullfight against a mechanical bull in the city. And with help of the Odyssey, technically, the Odyssey was stolen by Bowser Jr., so if the bullfighting was a mini-game in the post-game, that could work. Under Daisy's control and the Yoshis, they have built a shove bull off the bridge before it goes into the murderous rampage and kills everyone. Shiz Wiser Kingdom, based off the Berliner Fernsehturm in central Berlin, Germany. Mario and Luigi have to climb the top of the tower and turn on the electricity of the tower again after a rainstorm. Cathedral Kingdom, based on the Russian Orthodox cathedral. Mario and Luigi enter this place with no sense of danger and reflect on how life has been. However, they are taken by surprise of Lord Fennington and have to fight him. Fatherboard Kingdom, based off the celebrities' home of Hollywood in the United States of America. Mario and Luigi enter this technological place full of past celebrities that died after being infected by viruses after jumping inside the main computer of the hospital. They have to find a way to fix the circuits that were also infected by the viruses. Delfino Kingdom, being a post-game location, a familiar island that Mario once visited before while Luigi was sleeping in his mansion. Here, everything is sugar-coated with sunlight and real hands. Mario and Luigi visit the island once again to relax and take in the atmosphere. Also, while sorting out some fruits for the Piantas of the plaza, P.T. Piranha attacks the plaza at one point, forcing the brothers to take him down. Amazing Kingdom, based on the Amazon rainforest in South America. Mario and Luigi walk through this fresh forest of rain and insects that lead to a painful and agonizing death until they find the soda machine of the forest and have to take it down because of the fact that it's malfunctioning. Lagoon Kingdom, a combination of two water worlds from the iconic adventure inside the paintings and walls of a castle. Mario and Luigi must travel through this watery world of eels and ships in order to get to the docks. Ghost Kingdom, this one's my favorite, a familiar woods that has once taken over by ghosts and dangerous beings, but is now just forest and nothingness, except Luigi's special mention. However, Mario and Luigi find out that one last ghost managed to escape the painting, and that ghost is none other than Bogmire. Roadway Kingdom, a highway road located outside of the Ghost Kingdom where Fennington's house is located. Mario and Luigi visit the house after seeing the suspicious sign outside of the house and are in for a big surprise when they enter the house. Galactic Kingdom, Rosalina's observatory, being something that Faith calls back. Mario and Luigi explore the observatory and find Rosalina in the library, and tells the brothers that she's been watching over them ever since their adventure in the stars, and that she's glad that they haven't let their duties gone from their lives, but that they can scratch to new horizons if they want it, and that no one is stopping them. Kurd Kush Kingdom, based off the 14th of July bridge in Iraq, keeps a strong position in belief and war. Behind it, and is a point where Bowser comes in for a fight. That should end everything the best note he could think. Railway Kingdom, based off the English countryside, mostly where the rails lie. Mario and Luigi travel to this place to catch the next train to the Queen Kingdom in order to find Lord Fennington and stop him before he takes over the world. The Queen Kingdom. Reaching the Queen Kingdom, they arrive at the countdown clock where the time strikes at dusk, setting on the final fight of the game between the brothers and Sniveling Rabbit between his fat ugly wife. The goal of the fight is to break the clock's arms, and in order for the couple to fall down and break their legs, only when the rise above the power moons they've harnessed is the time to use the Odyssey, which they get back at this point, and get out of the building before it blows. So that's before they go to Bowser's Kingdom. Superstar Kingdom. After collecting all the collectibles in the game, Mario and Luigi receive a letter from the Superstar Kingdom and bring everyone to the castle with them to celebrate their glorious victory. Bowser shows up out of the blue to congratulate the brothers for their victory and doing their job for him, also apologizing for doing what he did. Rosalina leads them the throne where they receive something special. So for the collectibles in the game, we could get a Power Star. These allow Mario and Luigi to upgrade to their abilities and weapons. There are 7 Power Stars to be found in the location of each kingdom. Most individuals consider it to be extra value to fueling ships. But hey, it has many values within where it originates from. That is, Shine Sprites. Shine Sprites allow Mario and Luigi to get much easier piece on a musical instruments. Depending on the type of song that plays in front of the cashier at the music store within a kingdom, like the Power Stars, these can possibly fuel the Odyssey in one shot. And the Power Moons. These are used like the real main fueling source for the Odyssey in order to let Mario and company reach the traverse different kingdoms across the globe. While they're not exclusive to every single kingdom, they play an important role in moving across the globe. So guys, what did you think of my idea for Super Mario Odyssey 2? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notifications on. Finally, do not forget to push that notification bell and comment when you've subscribed. And what game would you like me to talk about next? BB8 out.